Just one quick little tip when doing stuff like this. Get yourself some baggies, a little permanent marker, and label and write down a little note for all the pieces you take apart. And snap some pictures. I'll be recording everything, so I'll have some video to go back and look at. But that should help you along the way. Alright, we're removing the factory air boxes for the Z1 carbon fiber intakes. First step is to remove these two 10mm bolts that I hope you can see. I can see the...
Yep, I see that one there.
So there's one piece out.
Yep.
Said it connected in 3 places though. This can't reach over there. Let me see if I can reach it from the inside the fenders. So if you can stick that one in from the top and get that other one again. Yeah, okay, they're both out. Okay, so I had heard from a couple people that these air boxes were a nightmare to get out. And it's not that bad, but it's definitely not easy. So there's this goofy metal clip you can try to get loose from up top, but I ended up in the wheel well, which I think the Z1 instructions say to remove the fender liner and everything. So that's definitely what you want to do, because you can attack this better. And it's like a U-shaped clamp that goes into this spot right there. And I just kept prying on it until we got it to pop out. And then it got loose enough to wiggle out of there. But it's definitely a tight fit, so be patient, you'll get it. You're going to want to get yourself a little more slack out of this wiring harness by pulling it out from here. Grab some needle nose pliers, squeeze this to unclip it from this spot. Is its little bracket. And then the wiring harness, you just push with your thumb. And if you have 3 hands, it'd be better if you have a helper, like I do. And then this will come right off. If the other side is any different, I'll let you know, but it's probably going to be the same. Alright, so on the passenger side, moving this intercooler line will help pull the air box out. This clip is real strange. Squeeze it together here, and then just give it a little pry with the flathead, and then it comes off. This will be my camera holder again.
Got it.
Okay, I wanted to show these off of the car for the video because it would just be easier to explain and visualize what you'll be dealing with to get these hoses off of the turbo inlets. So this clamp, this is the driver's side, it's the shorter one, you know, without the valve. This is the passenger. But on the driver's side, this clamp is going to be at a slight angle like that, and the engine bay is probably about this close where the tip of this flathead is. So getting anything onto this it's just real difficult. I ended up using a swivel and extension setup, which I'll show you after this. But if you have one of these little tiny short flathead screwdrivers, at least on the driver's side, you'll be able to get it into it pretty easily to get this one off. But this won't fit on the passenger side. So on the passenger side, you're definitely going to need the swivel and extension setup. And this one is facing this way when it's in the car. So the clamp's on the bottom. So reaching in from the top is just pretty hard in my opinion. We went up from underneath or under the car, and once I got the socket on, had someone hold it from up top just to make sure it didn't pop off on me while I was trying to loosen it. And then eventually, after struggling a little bit, you'll get it loose enough to pull this off. On a side note, I did, with only 600 miles, already find a little bit of oil in this hose and sitting on the lip of the turbo, so I don't know if I'm super concerned yet, but that's definitely not something I wanted to see this early on. Okay, so we've got everything off. Wasn't able to hold the camera while doing it because it's quite a bear. I'm going to try to set the camera down in where you can see. Since I'm going to have everything off the car for a while, we taped up the turbo inlets just to make sure no dust or debris gets in there. Done it on both sides. You're definitely going to want help for this job. You can't get to everything by yourself easily, at least not in a home garage. This is the contraption that was made to reach the band clamp on the hose that has to come off. One swivel, 8mm socket, and I don't know, whatever combination of extensions you want to use to reach up in there. You can do it from the top or bottom. We done it from the bottom, had someone holding it steady up top. And that's pretty much it, but be prepared for it to take a little while. I'll show you the driver's side too, you can see it better. All taped up. But stick around, tune back in for the reinstalls. Next thing to come out is going to be intercoolers and heat exchangers.